Hey, I wanted to give you a quick run through the call. If you could kind of look through this, watch the deck. I think doing as much prep as possible to keep the meeting efficient. It's going to be great. Basically the way we want to kind of do this is as a interview. So I'm going to ask you some questions about the company, kind of where you're at from a marketing perspective, but also product perspective. You can kind of preview those here. If you could fill out the intake form or something that we sent out beforehand, that's great. If not, we'll run through it on the call. The ultimate outcome that I want to have from it is to decide whether you're a good fit for us and whether we can help you or not. In certain cases, we can't, but maybe we can give some partners. Maybe we could do consulting, some advice on the side, make intros, etc. So it's worth it just to give us the information. A quick note on our services. Obviously, we work with ton of startups, both kind of early stage ones as well as some later stage, bigger, well backed companies, and we have kind of different services and different teams for those. Essentially, what we provide is a business development service of several stages, where initially we focus on generating leads, getting meetings, people in the funnel, and then gradually we work with you on your sales process, conversion, closing, and getting a business outcome for you. Typically speaking, the tactics we're using for that is a combination of outbound email, which we have a very well developed system for. A lot of people are skeptical of it until they kind of see the results. And then different types of targeting and nurturing and customer education around that, all kind of built into a funnel that we build on top of your CRM, building out prospects and personas, and then really, kind of managing campaigns hardcore. Short term, first couple of months, generally that we do 3-month contracts to begin with. You see an outcome involving, dozen or so meetings a week, which gives most companies with either low salespeople or doing the sales, themselves, a place from which to work. And we kind of guide you along the way there. The one, or a couple comments I'd make at the top is basically it's largely dependent on the product and the status of the product market fit. The tactics get you there. So we're experts at a few specific things. We get you to where you need to be, get people in front of it. We try to position it as best as possible, but really this discovery call that we're going to do is us kind of clarifying things and making sure that the fit is there before we actually invest in you. And you work with us as a client. Pricing pretty simple. Obviously, we can get to this on the call, but basically it's in those stages. So it's not listed here, but it's $27.50 a month, which is the lowest cost we've been able to manage for most clients. So, some companies it doesn't make sense based on other things they're doing, but for most, the returns there are pretty significant. We provide a BDR service on top of that. So once you start getting the meetings, helping you manage it, actually like getting follow-ups, building a sales process. Then later on, and some companies might want to start with this, we throw in ads. We're not, kind of like BSE ad salesmen, but we throw in ads to amplify the existing campaigns. I'll send over a link to this deck so you have the info. Main thing, if you have doubts about the product, and you don't have the information on your market and the expertise to give it to us, not a good fit. But if you do, and you do think that there's a lot of room for improvement, we can come in and be a much more cost-effective, efficient solution to campaigns and really generating business success in the long term. Looking forward to talking.